Hi Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your June 2021 monthly tarot forecast. This is a reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So guys, I would like to say welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. I do appreciate it. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. So we did just have the King of Wands flip out. We also have the Five of Cups. It is in the reverse though, which it's better in the reverse. What does the sign of Scorpio have coming up in the month of June? Okay. You have the Knight of Cups at your foundation. Okay. The Four of Swords in the recent past. Scorpio. We have the Three of Wands crowning you. Wow, we have the Sun. Very nice. Scorpio. What does Scorpio? Okay. We have the Eight of Swords, the Hermit, which is almost in the reverse. It's sideways, so it can go in either direction for me. Let's see, Scorpio. Too many. Scorpio. June. King of Pentacles. Okay, so now we just need a final outcome. What is the final outcome for Scorpio, please, for the month of June 2021, please, Scorpio? Wow, King of Swords, but then the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So you have a couple of characters here. This could be one person with Earth and Air in their chart. For some of you, it could be a Virgo. Let's see. The overall energy for you, Scorpio, for the month is the Moon. You have the Sun and the Moon showing up here. So something that was in the dark, something that was hidden, could definitely be exposed here in the month of June. Let's see. All right, so we have the Moon, we have the Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords. There's the Eight of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you maybe may have prior, or you know, this is taking place here in June, you may be turning your back on someone, you may be walking away and maybe leaving someone. With the Nine of Pentacles, it is a very independent energy. It could be that some of you are finding out that someone was keeping something from you. We have the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups and the Moon, this is a lot of Cancerian energy here, Scorpio. So it could be that a Cancer lied to you. That's not all of you, but for some of you, you could be turning your back on a Cancer. For some of you, you're not happy. I'm definitely reading for some Scorpios. You're not happy. And if you are tied to someone, whether this is romantic or business, if you are, let's say, tied to someone, Seven of Swords can be you coming up with a strategy. There's a lot of very secretive energy here. And let's face it, you're a Scorpio. Scorpio is one of the more secretive signs. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Not at all. But you're fixed. And I feel like you are not happy with something prior, and this is you coming up with a strategy here. I feel like you're about to make some moves, honestly. This is something you've been thinking about for a while. You know, if you're turning your back on someone, this is something that you've thought about for a long time. And that doesn't happen overnight either. So many of you, maybe you were hiding that you were not happy if you were coupled, you know, in a relationship. It could be that, you know, you were no longer happy, you know, in that relationship. But listen to your intuition. If something feels off, then it's off, you know. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your gut. Overall, I think that, you know, it will be a more emotional month for you, but very psychic, very psychic. Some of you having some very vivid dreams. Your intuition is just on point. So that's why, you know, if something feels off, you have to just, you know, trust yourself. Now, you have a lot of characters here, Scorpio. A lot of characters, a lot of masculine energy. I definitely could be reading for some masculines, definitely. But, you know, if you date men, you could be dealing with, you know, a couple of characters here. For some of you, this may be the same person. Some of you possibly dealing with a Virgo. Others, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. But we do have this King of Wands here, right at the center here. And so no matter if you're male or female, I see you making some moves. You have a strategy here. You could be keeping things to yourself, playing your cards close to your chest here. But he makes moves, you know. He goes after what it is that he wants. He listens to, you know, his intuition. He trusts himself. And so, yes, some of you are overcoming some sort of loss. You know, it could be that, you know, there was a breakup. You're still going through the healing process, but you're healing. And for some of you, with this energy, you're over it. You're over it. You know, if this is a character that you're dealing with, it could be that some of you are over a fire sign, you know. You're healing. You're over it, whatever this is. But I feel like you are going after what it is that's going to make you happy. Now, you may have met someone prior because we have the Knight of Cups at your foundation. So you may have met someone. This person may have crossed your path. This is definitely a love interest for some of you. For some of you Scorpios that I'm reading for, you are in hot pursuit. But I think you've had to be patient. Maybe this person is at a distance, but this is you definitely in hot pursuit. And if not you, it could be them. You know, the challenge is maybe completely letting go of the past and completely being over something. That's the challenge. But I still see you in hot pursuit here. Some of you within your career, there's a lot of creative energy here. And maybe some of you took a break from work prior. You have the Four of Swords here. I could even be reading for some Scorpios where you took a break from a relationship. You might have met someone else, and that's the person you want to be with. I see you thinking about the third party. If that resonates with you, this person may be at a distance, but I'm definitely reading for some of you where you took a break or you met someone, and with the Four of Swords here, this was you thinking about it. This was you spending time alone, not really listening to others. This is you thinking about it. What do you want to do next? Thinking about your future quite a bit, actually. Now, some of you, you definitely may, for those of you that don't resonate with that, for those of you where this is on the love front, you may be turning your back on someone. And it could be to pursue someone new. But whatever you're doing, Scorpio, you are moving towards your happiness. You were not feeling so happy prior. And so we see you making some moves. And now we see you around the second week, very happy. Now your ships came in for some of you with something you are working on. If you're a business owner, because the King of Wands, he definitely can be an entrepreneur. If you are waiting for some sort of enlightenment or clarity to come in, waiting for your ships to come in, we see that success, we see that happiness. And if you were holding back, if you were not moving forward with something, if that's something you've been doing, around the second week, this is freedom. So second, third week, this is freedom. We have the Sun with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is really a hindrance. This is you overthinking things. For some of you are thinking about the future too much. You need to be present, more present. And another sign got this as well. I want to say it was Cancer. So there definitely could be a Scorpio Cancer connection. You may have Cancer in your chart. I believe I said that to them. But this is you freeing yourself from this mental prison, freeing yourself from these fears that were holding you back, really. You know, we see a love interest here for some of you, and I think you're moving towards this person, but you have to let go of these fears, you know, these worries. For some of you, this could be like self-esteem issues. That's not all of you. So maybe you've been working on yourself in the recent past, and then at the start of the month, you've been working on yourself. But if you've been single, I think that around the third week, I mean, you're ready. You're putting yourself out there. You're stepping out. We have the Hermit in the reverse, which can be you actually feeling a little restless here. And this is how others are viewing you. And so that is definitely feeling a little restless, you know, wanting to step out. You know, maybe wanting some attention here at this time. You could even be revealing something. So if you do have a love interest, you could be revealing that. Or some of you, this could be happening here. Could be that someone is maybe revealing something to you. With the Sun and the Moon here, something that was hidden is coming to light. For some of you, you're finding something out here that, you know, you may not have seen this coming. Yeah. But it's very positive. It's very positive. And if you're completely single, I think you have a couple of choices, maybe more than a couple. For some of you, you have some options here. You definitely have some options. For some of you, you may feel like the past is still an option, but for some of you, I feel like you have to let go of that. You do have new options. New options. You have this King of Pentacles. You have the King of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse. So if you are still, let's say, hanging on to an ex, the past, you know, that's one of your options, we'll say. If it's this person, I mean, it's on you, no judgment. But I feel like you have someone new in front of you. I'm, you know, one of those people, I'm all for the new. If it didn't work out with someone in the past, you know, the odds are really, you know, against that person as far as it happening or working out a second time around. I mean, that's on you. You have to listen to your intuition. especially if someone betrayed you. But you are healing. You are getting over this. For some of you, you could be dealing with an air sign who, you know, is healing. An air sign that, you know, could have just dealt with, you know, a very difficult time, a tough cycle that they're actually coming out of. This could be a Virgo. So, yeah, let's do some clarifying. 10 of Swords in the reverse is the swords are falling out. So this person is recovering, whether that's you or them. This person is recovering. All right, let's look at the 10 of Swords in the reverse. Wow. We have the Moon twice. So if you are dealing with an air sign, it could be that they're hiding their pain. They could be hiding, you know, that they feel betrayed, or, you know, they just went through a tough time. King of Swords is not very emotional. I mean, yeah, this person definitely could be hiding how they really feel, you know, on the surface, you know, coming off colder, like they're not bothered. Let's look at the 8 of Swords. Let's see, 8 of Swords for Scorpio, please. Okay. 10 of Cups, it's sideways. Some of you are worried about your relationship, worried about your family. Maybe you're worried about the future. You know, is this going to work out? Is this not? Maybe scared of commitment. That's not all of you, but, you know, if it resonates, take it. For some of you, this is a fear of commitment. Ooh, okay. I was actually clarifying this Knight of Cups. Let's look at the 5 of Cups in the reverse. So we have the King of Swords twice. He's in the reverse here. So this person, this is the same person. King of Swords in the reverse. This could be someone who pursued you prior, but it didn't go anywhere. Or maybe you didn't completely trust this person. But this person is healing. Let's see, what is the 5 of Cups? The Queen of Cups. And I just want to look at the 3 of Wands. 2 of Wands. All right, so lots of planning, lots of waiting, lots of thinking about the future. High Priestess. Wow. The Moon twice, guys, with the High Priestess. I mean, the psychic vibes are awesome here. So, I mean, trust yourself. Pay attention to your dreams. Maybe some of you are learning to trust your gut more. We do have the feminine finally showing up here, but lots of masculine energy here. If you are involved with someone romantically, you want to be careful. If you don't want to get pregnant, you have to be careful. That's been coming up in a lot of the readings here. So if you don't want to get pregnant, or if you do have a fear of commitment and you haven't completely maybe made your mind up yet, could be dating a couple of different people. That's not for all of you. But if you don't want to end up with a particular person, you have to definitely be careful. And those of you that are still thinking about the past, if you date women, it could be a water sign. Some of you could be thinking about a Queen of Cups. Very strong Pisces and Cancer energy with this. King of Swords in the reverse, honestly, he can be a narcissist. He obviously is someone who doesn't tell the truth. King of Swords upright would be someone who is very honest, but King of Swords in the reverse can be a liar, also someone who does not think of others, does not do the right thing. Maybe this person pursued you. King of Swords in the reverse can be an a-hole. So this person may have pursued you, and then maybe they made you wait. You may still be waiting on this person. This could be the same person. That's not for all of you, but for some of you. They may have actually really disappointed you. For those of you that date men, you know, you possibly may have cried over this person. They really may have disappointed you. Maybe you've been waiting on them for a long time. You put your life on hold and you've been waiting on this person. Now, for some of you, it could be because they're at a distance, and so maybe they can't help it. But if they are purposely making you wait, then that's a different story. But if this person is at a distance, then obviously, you know, that's not intentional. This person actually could be planning on maybe traveling to see you. They're maybe waiting for you to go see them. They're making those plans. I think that that's something they're very focused on, or you're very focused on growing, expanding, exploring. If you're still hung up on the past, I mean, that's the challenge, is letting go of the past, shutting that door, and focusing on the new. Some of you may do that here around the second, third week. Yeah, and if you are dealing with a King of Swords, you know, hurt people, you know, you hear that expression all the time. It is true. And this person, they may have hit rock bottom. You know, they may have gone through some stuff in their life. You know, maybe you met them at a difficult time. They could be hiding this from you because we have the moon clarifying this Ten of Swords. So it could be that, you know, if they have some issues or they hit rock bottom or they failed with something, they're getting over it, but I think they're hiding a lot of that pain. They're hiding a lot. There's some unknowns around this person in this situation, so just keep that in mind. So a lot of unknowns with that. Maybe a family member for some of you. This person may have a fear of commitment, or, you know, if this is you, you may have a fear of commitment because of past hurts, you know? So that's what you have to let go of, especially if you met someone and you're thinking about a future with somebody, but you're still trying to heal from the past. There's some, you know, deep hurts here, and you may have, for some of you, it could be a fear of abandonment for a few of you, and then others, I think it's a fear of commitment. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But you will free yourself. And, you know, I think it was Cancer. They had a similar read. You may free yourself here with this energy, really. If this was something you were dealing with prior, you actually are overcoming, you know, these fears, overthinking the whole situation. Yeah. Let's pull you some additional guidance cards. I do feel like you're stepping into your power here. It just has to obviously happen when you're ready. Wow, look at that. And another sign had this. I want to say it was Virgo. So there's like a Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo connection. That's for sure. That's for sure. All right. Let's look at your love life for Scorpio, please, for the month of June. Some of you have options. If you're single, you have options. People are drawn to you, honestly, especially around the second week here. You definitely might not be ready for a commitment. Yeah, I think you're still going through a healing process from the past. And I'm actually pulling you one last card here, looking at your love life. For Scorpio, looking at their love life. One last message for Scorpio, please. Oh my goodness. Oof. Okay. Wow. So the overall additional guidance card that we have is number 15. Deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. So there could be a past life connection here, if you believe in that. For some of you, you'll resonate with that. But we have the moon. Look at this. The moon as the overall energy. So you, Scorpio, you may have some really deep feelings for someone. You may be realizing this here in June. Remember, this can always, this can always go both ways. So, Scorpio, if not you, you may have someone reveal their feelings for you here. I think this person's already around you and you know exactly who this person is. Here underneath the moon, we have the Four of Cups. So this person definitely may not be your usual type. You didn't see this coming. For some of you, it may be a surprise, but it's not a shocking surprise, not at all. This is the divine, coming in with the cup. Do you want this cup? But, if this person is not your usual type, I mean, for some of you, you do have other options. You do have other options, but you have to trust yourself. I mean, the vibes are strong here. My goodness, Scorpio. But if you do want to move forward with this person, the main thing that you have to work on here is overcoming your fears, getting over the past. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Honestly, many of you could absolutely be doing this. No matter if you're male or female, we have the King of Wands here. And these emotions are so strong. I mean, you're going to do it. You're stepping out. You're stepping out. And look at this, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. I mean, that's amazing. Somebody has some very, very strong feelings. That's for sure. I never pull this card, Scorpio, ever. I never see this card ever. You have to free yourself. Now, if you are the Scorpio male, I will just say this. If you are the Scorpio male and you are pursuing, someone that you have feelings for, the King of Swords here may have come up in the reverse because some of you have been in denial about your feelings. Maybe this person is not your usual type. They're very different from you. So this was you deceiving yourself prior. There's someone that you actually really like. You have feelings for this person, or vice versa. They have very strong feelings for you. But, you know, I feel like some of you didn't want to see it, or maybe, you know, there was some self-deception going on here. But they are thinking of you. They are thinking of you. And, you know, it makes me want to go to this other deck here, which this is only for you guys. So this is only for Scorpio. I probably won't use this deck for any of the other readings. This is the Hidden Truth Volume 2. And so this is going to focus on this person that you're dealing with. Some of you do have some choices here in love, that's for sure. And you have a decision that you have to make. But let's see this person who has deep feelings. Let's see what they're thinking. What do they want to tell Scorpio? And so I do have the How Your Person Feels readings coming up. I haven't been able to do them because I've been waiting on certain decks that I had ordered to come in. And this is one of them. I've been waiting on a couple of decks here that I really want to use for those readings. This is one of them. I got one of them. So those will be up as soon as I can get them out. But let's look at how this person feels about Scorpio. How does this person feel about Scorpio? All right, this is what they have going on here. I watch your social media. Yeah. So they're thinking of you this very moment. They love you, Scorpio. They watch your social media. So I think it's going to be quite the exciting month for you guys. Financially, I don't see any issues. I really don't. I don't see any issues. You could be waiting on, for those of you where you have some stuff going on the business front. You definitely could be waiting for like a project to end, waiting, you know, for your business to grow. For some of you, I do see this creative energy coming in. You may need to try some new things here, get yourself inspired, motivated, maybe get online, do some research here, but I do see success. Yeah, for those of you that have been waiting for, you know, success on the business front, I do see it. I really do. You have to be patient. I do see a lot of creative energy coming in. So yeah, I mean, this is quite the read, guys. So I hope that you found it helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed. I am doing the weeklies, I do the monthlies, I do the dailies, I do the bonus reads, but make sure that you are seeing my videos. A lot of people are not seeing them. All right, guys, have a great month.